Let's go ahead, let's get started. As Renee mentioned, my name is William Gallagher. I am with Market Traders Institute. I'm here today to actually provide you with what I call kind of my Forex QuickStart program here. I help get you up to speed very quickly in the Forex market, put all the tools in your hands today. I get you up to speed very quickly in the market. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you into the market. I'm going to teach you a trading strategy, but I'm also going to take you beyond this presentation here today, get you into live webinars with our professional analysts that not only will I teach you the basics here, but you'll actually get to trade live with them twice a week as part of what's called our Forex Market mentorship and trading program here. It's part of our trading club. So what I'm providing you here today is going to be very affordable. It's going to cost you less than $1 a day to take this for a test drive. So let's go ahead, let's get started. Before we begin, I am going to go in, I'm going to teach you a trading strategy here today, but one of the things you have to take away from this here today is we're all adults here today. I'm not here to advise you. I'm not here to give you investment advice. I'm here to teach you and walk you through several trade examples, teach you a trading strategy that you can actually start utilizing today. I'm going to show you some trades here today, but ultimately when it does come time for you to place a specific trade, that decision is going to be yours and yours alone. So now we get the formalities out of the way. A little bit about me. I've been involved in trading in the investment market since 1998. I've been a stock trader since 1998, and I got into the Forex market because of Market Traders Institute. About almost 3.5 years ago, I was in a webinar just like you were here today. I had known about the Forex market, but I didn't quite understand the potential of the Forex market until I actually became a student of Market Traders Institute. I actually have gone through Market Traders education. So everything I'm going to teach you here today, I actually have learned through Market Traders Institute, and they actually taught me how to do this. And then what ended up happening a little while ago, a couple years ago, they asked me to start going out and doing these presentations to get new people up to speed and trading in the Forex market as well. Some of you may have caught my colleague earlier here today, Tyson Clayton. He was going over our ultimate Forex program here, but those of you may have missed that here today. I'm coming from the Market Traders Institute here in Orlando, Florida. Hold on one second. There we go. There's my slide. We're located right here in Orlando, Florida, probably about 15 minutes north of Walt Disney World, in the building you see right here. I'm actually broadcasting out of that building. The neat thing about our building is that it is a 70,000 square foot training and trading facility. You literally can come to our building, get trained live in person. We have students that come to our building on a daily basis to get trained live in person right here in our classrooms. Everything is available online as well, so you don't actually have to come here to Orlando. We are getting a little bit of press. It's a little bit of press here. You can see here. We got a little bit of notoriety here from Florida Trend Magazine. I think both the 2015 and 2016 we were ranked as one of Florida's best companies to work for. Inc. Magazine. Inc. Magazine actually ranked us last year on their top fastest growing private companies. We were ranked 1,180. Kind of happy to announce that here for 2016 we got moved up to 592. Market Traders Institute's been around for almost 23 years now. The only reason we continue to stay on this list is if we keep delivering results to our students, help our students get up to speed in this market and seeing those results that we're seeing here in this market. Nice little letter we got here from Inc. Magazine. We're mentioned in the same breath as Intuit, Zappos, Under Armour, Microsoft, just to name a few of the companies. So it's a pleasure to be on this list, and we're here to also provide these education services to help other new students get up to speed in these markets as well. One more quick thing before we jump into the actual trading strategy. One of the things I want to introduce you to here is that we also, not only does MTI have some of the best training and training facilities and education here, we also have some of the best analysts in Forex, analysts in the market. One of them, his name is Joshua Martinez. Now, the reason I'm talking about Josh is because he is the creator of the London Daybreak trading strategy that I'm going to show you here today. And as part of what I'll be able to give you here today, you'll actually get a video from him giving you more details. I'm going to give you kind of a Cliff Notes version of it here today. He'll provide you with a video. Now, we even take that beyond that. With our Forex Mentorship and Trading Club, you actually get to trade the London trading strategy live with our analysts as well. I'll go over that here in just a second. But a little bit about Josh and his background. He actually started in this market. He started out with an initial $500 deposit. He actually generated over $39,000 in profits off of it. And he learned everything from the Forex market from Market Traders Institute as well. And he's since gone on to train thousands of Forex investors. He is one of our product experts here. He's made thousands of Forex investments. He is one of our professional analysts here. Now, a little bit about his track record. Specifically for this year so far, this is from Myfxbook.pro. You can see it on there. I'll go to their website, pull up the same information. But he's up about 33% so far for the year. More importantly, he's up over about 37,000 pips for the year. Now, for those of you that don't know what a pip is, I'll get that here in just a second, but you might want to write that down, that since February, he's been able to capture almost 37,000 pips in this market. And he's using the same trading strategies that I'm showing you here today as well. Now, before we jump in, I kind of alluded to this. If you've been in some of these investor inspiration webinars before, I've been showing you our charting software. We're actually going to take that one step further here today. Not only will you allow you as a special bonus to take the charting software for a test drive, we're going to give it to you for 30 days. And we're going to give you access for 30 days to our Forex Mentorship and Trading Club program. So I'll teach you this basic trading strategy here today. You have to practice with it, but you'll actually get into live sessions with our professional analysts trading the exact same thing as I'm going to show you here today. So you're going to want to take some notes as you're going along. You will get a video from Josh that goes in a little more detail about this as well. But let's go ahead, let's get started here. I just want to go ahead and make that clear. I also want to make sure everybody understands that what I'm showing you here today is going to be very affordable. Less than $1 a day, you'll be able to take this for a test drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to take a minute or two before we pull up our charts. I'll give you a couple of the basics about the Forex market, because generally in these webinars I see that I'd say probably about 95% of you probably don't even know what the Forex market is. I'll get you up to speed very quickly here in just a second. Then we're going to go into the charts. I'll teach you the London Daybreak trading strategy. I'll explain to you the details about our live market Forex Trading Club program, show you can actually trade live weekly with Joshua Martinez and some of our other analysts. I'll introduce you to some of them here in just a second. But also as a special bonus on top of this, we're going to give you 30 days of the charting software and a couple other free bonuses. I'll go over there here in just a second here. So I want to do is, let's go ahead, let's jump into the market. I'm going to assume that probably 95% of you probably don't even know what the Forex market is. So let's just jump right in right now. Let me quickly explain to you what the Forex market is. The Forex market, it is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity. It's a very large market. There's over $5 trillion that is daily traded in this market. So all we're trying to do is just capture a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of that. Another neat thing about the Forex market is that it is a very flexible market. There are 3 major trading sessions that go on daily in this market. You have the Asian session, you have the European session, the London session, and you have the United States and New York session. Now, these sessions, they overlap. This is going to tie into that London Daybreak trading strategy I'm about to show you here. But the neat thing about this is because these trading sessions overlap, you can actually trade the Forex market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, from 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday through 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday here. So that's going to come in here in just a second. I'll explain why we're going to look at these overlaps of these sessions and how we're able to trade around that as well. Before we jump in, let me quickly explain to you what we do in the Forex market. In the Forex market, we are trading one country's currency against another. This is an attempt to figure out which one's going to gain in value against the other. Now, I'm going to pull up my charts, and what you're going to see is a chart like this one here. This is what we call a candlestick chart. I'll explain what that means here in just a second. But first thing what we need to do is we need to look in the upper left-hand corner of our charts here. Upper left-hand corner, you can see that this is the Great British Pound US dollar currency pair. So in essence, what we're doing on this chart is we're trading the Great British Pound versus the US dollar in an attempt to figure out which one's going to gain in value against the other. So as the chart is going up, the Great British Pound is gaining in value over the US dollar. As the market's going down, the US dollar is gaining in value over the pound. Now, as I mentioned, this is a candlestick chart, and we teach our students how to trade utilizing these Japanese candlesticks. These Japanese candlesticks, they are a visual representation of what the market has done in whatever time frame you select on your chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the upper left-hand corner of my screen again. Next to the name of currency pair, there is the designation of what this time frame is. So what you're looking at here, this is going to be on a 1-hour chart. That means each one of these candlesticks, it's going to represent what the market has done in 1 hour of time frame. Now, we go into detail. We teach our students in detail what these candlesticks mean, but all you really need to know today is that the white candlesticks mean that the market is going up. It has gone up and closed up during that 1 hour time frame. It's also called a bullish candlestick. The dark blue ones, they're called bearish candlesticks. What that means is that during that 1 hour of time frame, the market went down and it closed down during that 1 hour time frame. Now, one more neat thing about these candlesticks is that they form what are called candlestick formations. As an educated trader, we look at these candlestick formations to help give us an idea, an educated opinion as to which way we believe this market's going to go. Bottom left-hand corner of my screen, this is one that's circled right here. It's called a Morningstar candlestick formation. This gives the trader an educated opinion, a little hint saying, hey, look for this market to U-turn and go upward in a bullish movement. At the top of my screen, this is called a bearish candlestick formation called an evening star candlestick formation, giving the trader an educated opinion or a little bit of a signal here saying, hey, look for the market to U-turn and go downward in a bearish movement. Now, when I pull up my charts, I will actually show you in the charts that we have some automated features built into our charting software that'll help indicate and show these candlestick formations for you. But we also go into much greater detail and teach you about these in our full education. Now, one more quick thing before we move forward is that unlike the stock market, where there are thousands and thousands of stocks you can watch and trade in the stock market, in the Forex market, there's only about 60 different currency pairs to trade. So it allows you to focus. In fact, we actually will take those 60 and we even break it down even further. We'll break it down to about 24 different currency pairs to watch and trade. The neat thing about this, though, is that because we have almost 23 years of experience in this market, we're actually going to teach you the secrets to trading them. In fact, when I pull up my charts, I'm actually going to be showing you 6 different currency pairs. So this market allows you to focus. I'm going to show you 6 different currency pairs to watch and trade here today. Now, when we go into the market here, what I want to do is I want to explain to you how we actually generate profits in this market. What we're trying to do is capture what are called pips. Now, PIP is an acronym. It stands for Price Interest Point. Now, to break this down very simply, in the basic, simplest terms as I can, most of you, if not all of you in the room, you probably already know that there are 100 pennies in a US dollar. So a penny, it represents 1/100th of a US dollar. Pretty straightforward. But if we were looking for a unit of measure that is smaller than a penny, it would be the equivalent to what is called a pip. So just as there are 100 pennies in a US dollar, there are 100 pips in a penny. And a pip, it represents 1/100th of a penny. So we were looking at this number here. The first 2 decimals, these are your pennies. The next 2 beyond this, these are your pips. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to capture pips. Now, how much are these pips going to be worth that we're capturing? Well, the neat thing about the Forex market is that we're going to be utilizing leverage. Your broker, they're going to be providing you this leverage. This is going to allow you to place your trades and to generate a leverage return on those pips. So in the Forex market, we trade in lots. There are 3 major lot sizes. You have what's called a micro lot. A micro lot is about a $20 investment from your trading account. Each pip that you capture is going to be worth about 10 cents. So when we go in, I'm going to teach you this trading strategy. We're going to be looking to go after 50 pips per currency pair per day. If we're successful at that, those 50 pips will be worth about $5. So that is with a micro lot. Now the next pip is now going to be worth about $1. So those 50 pips right now at $1 per pip are going to be worth about 50 account. Each pip is now worth about $10. So if you're trading with a standard lot with the strategy I'm showing you here today, each pip is going to be worth about $10. Is going to be worth about $10. So those 50 pips are now going to be worth $500 in profit per currency pair per day. Now, for those of you in the room saying, well, William, I don't have $2,000 to invest per trade, or you don't have $200 to invest. Here's the neat thing about this. I'm actually going to show you today how to set up a demo account. Doesn't cost you anything. The brokers will let you set up a demo account, trade real time, but you can use play money to do this. So what we'll do is we'll set you up with a trading account, a demo account, build your confidence up. Get to the point where you're feeling confident about trading this market, then you can invest into your trading account, or you might even start off trading with a micro lot. Put about $50, $100, $200 in your trading account. Start trading with a micro lot, and then build your account level up. As your account level builds up and your confidence level builds, get you to the point where you're trading with a mini lot. Then as your confidence level builds and as your account level builds, will get you to the point where you're trading a standard lot. So what we'll like to do is we'll get you crawling in this market, then we'll start walking, then we get to the point where you're trading a standard lot, then you'll be really up and running in this market. So, oops, I need to go back one slide here. So we're about to pull up our charts, and I'm actually going to teach you this trading strategy. Now, one of the things I want to explain to you is I'm going to teach you what's called the London Daybreak trading strategy here today. This trading strategy Okay, I got a couple of you saying that we might have some audio issues. Before I actually pull up our charts, can I do a quick audio check here? Can everybody hear me? Type in Y, type in yes. Actually, I think it actually just might be one attendee. So I think we're probably good here. That might be Kenny. I think it's just him on his end here. So what I'm going to do is I'll explain to you that what I'm about to teach you here, the London Daybreak trading strategy, is basically just a Cliff Notes version of this. Not only as part of this here today, as for those of you that enroll into our Trading Club program, you will get a video from Josh Martinez that goes into much greater detail about this. Now, on top of that, as part of this market, the Forex Market Mentorship Trading Club program, I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how you can get into live sessions where you can actually trade this live with our live professional analysts. You'll trade with Joshua. You'll trade with Tyson, who you probably met earlier, or one of our other analysts like Tian or one of our other analysts. You actually trade this live with them. Now, here's one of the things. When I pull up my charts, I'm actually going to be pulling up 6 different currency pairs. So if you're taking notes, this is going to be a good place to actually start taking notes. Oops. There we go. My PowerPoint seems a little bit slow, but so these are the 6 currency pairs we're going to be utilizing for this strategy. We're going to be utilizing the Great British Pound Canadian Dollar, the Great British Pound US Dollar, Great British Pound Japanese Yen, Great British Pound Swiss Franc, Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar, the Kiwi, and the Great British Pound Australian Dollar. So like I said, we're going to make this very simple to understand. We're going to pull this down, focus on just these 6 currency pairs. Now, our goal is going to be going after 50 pips per currency pair per day. So the neat thing about this is that if you do this strategy 5 times a week per currency pair per day, that's going to give you 30 trading opportunities each and every week. Now, the thing about this, though, is that you're not going to be one to trade the strategy each and every day. That's why it's going to be important to get into that live market Forex mentorship and also get that video from Josh, because we'll teach you and show you when you should apply this and when you shouldn't. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, let's go into our charts, and I'm going to pull this up. Before we move forward, though, I want to touch on this chart that you see on the screen right here. If you've been in one of my previous investor inspiration webinars, this is a trade I was looking at taking here. What we found, and I'm not going to go into a lot of the analysis here, but basically what we teach our students is that there are 3 things you need to know before you jump into the market, before you actually place a trade. Number 1, you need to determine where the market is going. You need to determine where and why to get into a trade, and you need to determine where and why to get out of a trade. Now, if you go through our full education, and then that live market Forex mentorship club, trading club, will help get you into today, you'll start to learn some of this analysis here. In fact, what I have on here, some of you may have seen this in some of the other webinars today, you have our Fibonacci tool here. Now, our Fibonacci tool, what it does is it looks for, what we look for is an A to B boundary. And then we spread our Fibonacci tool from that A to the B. Now, the neat thing about this is that as part of our charting platform, you're going to get to try this charting platform out for 30 days as part of this trial today as well. We have automated features, and you're going to learn how to use these. We have a smart Fibonacci tool. We have a smart trendline tool. In fact, one of the other panelists here, I think it was Rick or somebody, was talking about support and resistance. We have all these automated tools that are built into the charting platform. Now, the charting platform is very easy to use. We have these automated tools and a lot of other neat things about this. Now, one more point I want to point out before we move forward, somebody actually just already asked about these rectangles at the top of the screen. Now, these rectangles are called workspaces. The neat thing about this is that our professional analysts, we can save our charts and we can send you these workspaces. So you can actually pull up the same charts that we use and import them into the charting platform. You'll get to do that as part of this Market Forex Trading Club. As you're working live with these analysts, they'll be able to save their charts. You'll get access to them. You can import them as well. One more other quick thing, as I mentioned here, some of you might be wondering, why are the candlesticks different colors? Our charting software here, it has the ability to accent and highlight those candlestick formations. We'll teach you and show you how to do this as well. For instance, the green ones are the bullish candlestick formations, give us indicators looking for a bullish U-turn, while the red ones give us indicators of potential bearish U-turns in the market. Another quick neat thing about our charts is that let's just say that we don't want to sit, we do some analysis, we don't want to sit right in front of our charts. Maybe right here, we'll bring this to the live market. Maybe I draw a trend line here. Maybe I draw a trend line just like this. And what I'm going to do is maybe I'm waiting for the market to break above this trend line. Well, I don't have to sit in front of my charts and wait for it to break above. I can click on this, and I can add an alert. and it can send me an email or a text message alerting me when the market does in fact cross above that trend line. I can go in and either onto my mobile device or come into my charts and actually place my trade if I want to at that point. Another neat thing about our charts, and we'll teach and show you how to do this, is that you can even place trades. Oops, my account's not set up, but you can actually place trades. I have to log in. There we go. I think I'm logged in now. And let's see here. Nope. Let me quickly log in. There we go. And we'll teach you and show you how to do this. We can set up your demo account or your live trading account to our charts, and then you can actually place your trades. Let's say I want to do a market buy right here. I can come in here and place my trade just like that. I can set my stops, my limits, everything right there, right through my charting platform here. We will go into, oops, I accidentally just, see how easy it is? I actually just placed that trade right there. So it looks like I'm buying the pound Australian dollar right now. So what we'll teach you and show you how to do this. We also have some systems built in here, some indicators. We'll go through and we'll show and teach you how to use some of these as well. But I'm not here to do that here today, because I'm actually here to show you a very easy trading strategy here today. So we're going to go ahead, and I want to highlight this here because we'll teach you and show you the manual way, how to analyze and give you an educated opinion as to where you believe the market's going, where and why to get in and where and why to get out. But let's go ahead, let's jump into the London Daybreak trading strategy. I'm going to show you an even easier trading strategy here that you don't have to know Fibonacci's, you don't have to know trend line, support, resistance, you don't have to know any of that here. So as I told you here, we're going to be focusing on these 6 currency pairs. Once again, it's the Great British Pound US dollar, Great British Pound New Zealand dollar, Great British Pound Australian dollar, Great British Pound Swiss franc, Great British Pound Japanese yen, and the Great British Pound Canadian dollar. As I mentioned, each one of these is on a 1-hour chart. Now, as part of this, I do believe, as part of the bonuses you're going to be getting here today, you'll get the workspace for this here. If not, it's very simple and easy to open up your charts. Simply come here to New Charts. You would come in here and select each of these Great British Pound currency pairs on a 1-hour time frame, hit open, and they'll open up for you here. Charting platform is very easy to use, my friends. There's a lot of neat built-in features built right into these charts. What I've done is I've gone ahead in here, and I've set this up on a couple of these currency pairs, and pretty much to give you an idea here, last night, this trading strategy I showed you, you would have won 3 and lost 3 of these trades. The neat thing about this is that if you notice, there are winning trades here. We won 94 here, we lost 42, there's a gain of 94, there was a loss of 42, a gain of 136, a gain of 54, a loss of 33, and I'll pull this last one up here in just a second. But as you see, our winning trades would have been much greater than our losing trades. Let's go ahead, let's jump in here, and let's teach you the trading strategy. So let's go ahead, let's pull this down. I'm going to use this on the Great British Pound Canadian dollar. I'll come back down to this here in just a second. Let's quickly jump in. If you're taking notes, once again, this is a very good place to start taking notes. Now, what we're going to be looking for, starting off, and you'll get to do this live in this live market Forex Trading Club. You'll actually get to do this live, but I'll teach you a basic Cliff Notes version of how this trading strategy works. What we're going to be looking for is between 2 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time and 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be looking for the market to form its initial high or low for the day. Now what that means is that we're going to be looking for the market to either pull back and form its low during this time period and then give us directional movement going up, or to go up, form its high for the day, and then pull back and give us directional movement going down. So if you're taking notes, write this down, and Josh and our analysts will go into more detail about this, but basically we're looking for our high or low for the day between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Now to go a little bit beyond it, kind of give you a reason why we're looking for this. If you remember, I told you there are 3 major trading sessions. What you have going on right here is you have the close of the Asian trading session and the opening of the London session. So this overlap, we're looking for the initial high or low for the day. Now we're going to also be looking for, go ahead, let's bring this down just a little bit. We'll be looking for the opposite high or low for the day, and this is going to be between 8 a.m. Eastern Time and 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. This is the opposite high or low for the day. So to break this down, now the reason for this, to give you an idea why we're looking for that, you have the close of the London trading session, you have the opening of the US session here, so that's why we're looking for this right here. So more importantly though, what we're looking for is right here, this directional movement. Whoops. Let me see if I can use one of the other tools here. There we go. We're looking for this directional movement right here. And I'm going to teach you a trading strategy to help us to capture this movement right here. Now, what we have found is that each one, in fact, let me delete that, because I'm actually going to show this on the actual charts here. Now, each one of these currency pairs, each one of these 6 currency pairs, we have found that each one of them has what's called the average daily trading range. Now, this average daily trading range is anywhere from a minimum of 50 pips per day and over 200 pips per day. So what we're looking for is this directional movement of at least 50 pips, but as much as over 200 pips. Our goal as part of the strategy I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you my trading strategy where I'm looking to go after a minimum of 50 pips per currency pair per day. I think Josh will actually teach you and show you how to go after 30 to 50, but each analyst does it a little bit different. I'm actually going to show you my way of doing this here, but you'll get to learn a little bit more as we're going through here. So we're going to go over those 50 pips. Now, if you remember, if you're trading with a micro lot account, those 50 pips are going to be worth about $5 in profit. If you're trading with a mini lot account, those 50 pips are going to be worth at $1 per pip about $50. And if you're trading with a standard lot account, those 50 pips are going to be worth about $500 in profit per currency pair per day. So once again, we'll teach you the trading strategy here today, give you the Cliff Notes version of it, get you into those live sessions where you actually trade live with them. You can actually, I'll show you how to set up a demo account here today where you don't even have to invest into a trading account. Simply just start trading this, get comfortable doing that, and then you can go from there. So if everybody has this down, you can do a screenshot of this. If not, in the live videos and the live analysts, don't worry, they'll give you this information as well. Let's actually go into the charts here. And let's go ahead, let's pull this down. And what I've done here is, like I said, we're looking for, in between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock a.m., we're looking for directional movement. Now, specifically, in fact, let me go ahead. Somebody's just asking what this is. This is called the London Daybreak strategy. Now, what we're going to be looking for, we'll go ahead and we'll start fine-tuning this strategy a little bit more. What we're going to be looking for is this is going to start with the close of the 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time candle. So essentially what we'll be doing is we'll be starting at 4 o'clock. Now in the live sessions I'll get you into, you actually start at 3 o'clock. The analysts will analyze the market to help us determine which trades we're going to take and which ones we're not. But let me go ahead and show you here the basis of how this strategy works. So what I've done is I've come in here. I've gone back about a week or two ago. Here we go, 3 o'clock a.m. See the directional movement coming off? This directional movement went down. This went down about 119 pips of directional movement. This next one right here, there's our next 3 o'clock candle right there. The market went down 95 pips. The next one here went down about, what was that, about 44 pips, so not quite 50 on that one. This one here went down 226 pips. This one here was about 88 pips. Next one here was up about 183 pips of movement. A little small one here, 36. And then this last one here was directional movement about 127. So you can see how getting 50 pips, getting on first base is very realistic. Now this is going back to the beginning of last week. I think right here. I think this is the beginning of last week. This is the 28th, November 28th. Nice one right here. This one came down about 212 pips of directional movement. So let's go ahead, let's jump in. I'm going to zoom in right now. We're going to go back about a week ago, and I'll show you how these trades actually panned out. And we're going to start right here, a week ago, the 29th of November. I'm going to zoom in nice and tight on this for everybody. Let's go ahead, let's bring this up. Make this nice and big. And here is our 3 o'clock a.m. candle on November 29th, right there. Now, the other analysts might do this a little bit differently, so I'm going to teach you the basics, and then when you're doing this live, at least you'll have the basics of how I do this here, and they can show you how to do this as well. So let's go ahead, let's go in right now. I'm going to zoom in even closer. Let's zoom in nice and tight on this. That's another neat thing about our charting platforms. You can zoom in nice and tight on this. Very easy to use. So here's our 3 o'clock a.m. candle. Just like this here. Actually, hold on a second here. Yeah, Thomas just asked a good question. Thomas asked, why does that happen here, that directional movement? Let me back this up here. Let me quickly explain to you. What happens is that it's been said that during the European market, they're processing the largest bulk of the Forex transactions. So what happens during this period is you have the banks, they're processing their orders. This provides a huge injection of volume, and it helps provide this directional movement. So it's going to give us the ability to take advantage of it. So that's why I'm going to show you this trading strategy here that's going to help us take advantage of it. Now, before we move forward here, here's our 3 o'clock a.m. candle right there. Before we move forward, if you remember, I showed you when we manually analyze this market, there's 3 things we're looking for. Number 1, which direction is the market going? That's question number 1. We need to have that educated opinion. Number 2, where and why to get into the trade. And then number 3, where and why to get, where and why to get in, and where and why to get out. So without doing any analysis here, and then the analysts will show you how to fine-tune this here, determine whether we're going to take these trades or not. But let me just show you the basics of how this works here. There's our 3 o'clock a.m. candle. At the close of this 3 a.m. candle, or essentially at 4 o'clock a.m., we're going to come in and we're going to place 2 pending orders. We're going to place 1 pending order 10 pips above the high of this candle. So we're going to set this at 13. Right there. And I'll type this out. Oops. Let me move that out of the way. And this trading strategy is going to answer each one of these 3 questions for us. So we need to determine, or here's our, this is our entry buy. Now our entry buy is going to be plus 10 pips above the high of that 3 o'clock a.m. candle here. So yeah, Mo is just asking, are we talking about the wick? Yeah, the wick right there is the high, 10 pips above the high, entry buy. This is a pending order. We're not in the market until the market actually triggers that here. Now we're also going to have another pending order that's going to go 5 pips below the low. So 5 pips below this wick, so 48. So we're going to set this at 43 right there. And I'll type this out. If you're taking notes, write this down. This is our entry sell. Once again, another pending order. This is going to be minus 5 pips below the low of that candle here. So we have our 2 pending order sets right there. Eduardo is just asking what happened to all the currency pairs. Eduardo, I'll pull those back up here in just a second. I promise you I'll pull them back up, so if you miss them here, you can write them down in just a second. I promise that. So step number 1 is going to help us to answer question number 1. Which direction do we believe the market's going? Where do we think that directional movement's going to happen? Do we think it's going to go up, or do we think it's going to go down during this London session? So here's our 2 pending orders. Let's see what's going to happen here. Now 1 hour later, bam, our entry buy gets triggered. We are now in a market buy position here. Meaning that we believe, this is going to help give us that educated opinion, that we believe that directional movement is going bullish. That average daily trading range, that directional movement coming during the London session, we believe is going up. So our first order of business after we get triggered is to come in here and cancel this opposite order. We're going to cancel this opposite order. We're not going to sell the market because we believe it's going up. So that's question number 1. So question number 1, which direction is the market going? We believe it's going to be going bullish. Where and why to get in? We've got triggered in here. Now, actually, Daniel just asked a good question. Daniel just asked here, as far as why 10 pips above, 5 pips below. I'm going to let Josh and the other analysts answer that for you here. They'll give you a little bit more explanation to that as well. But good idea, a good eye there, taking notes on that as well. You might take some notes to ask them that as well. And actually, Comfy says here, how do you know the 3M candle is the low or the high? Comfy, we don't have a 100% consensus, but this is going to help give us an educated opinion So, oh, actually, I think I know what you're saying here. Why are we choosing 3 a.m. candle? This is what we just determined. We just determined that the 3 a.m. candle, the close of the 3 a.m. candle, is where we find this directional move. Now, that's a question you're probably going to ask Josh or Tyson or one of the analysts while you're trading live with them. They can give you a more detailed explanation of that here. So, Coffee, you might want to write that down so when you get into that live session, you can ask them that. Yeah. If I don't answer your question here today, I'm going to do my best to try to answer questions. You're going to get access to live professional analysts that they'll be able to go into much greater detail about that. I'm short on time here today, so let's keep moving forward. So we're in a market buy. We believe the market's going up. We've canceled that opposite order. Now, the next order of business is to come in here, and we need to limit our risk. Now, we're going to limit our risk here by setting a stop loss. Our stop loss when buying the market is going to go right here at the low of that 3 a.m. candle. So I'll type that out as well. Stop loss when buying. When buying the market is going to go at the low. It's a little bit different when we're selling the market. I'll show you that here in just a second. So our stop loss when buying is going to be right here. Now the stop loss, for those of you that don't know, this is going to mean, what this does is that this prevents the market, if the market goes against us here, that directional movement doesn't go in our favor, we're limiting our risk on this trade. Now our risk on this trade is going to be 64 pips. Now this is going to help us to answer question number 3, where and why to get out. If we don't get stopped out, we're going to be looking to limit out. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our limit. Now our limit is going to also be our target. Now our target's going to be one of 2 different things. It can be either number 1, it can be a minimum of plus 50 pips, or number 2, a 1-to-1 risk ratio. So we're either going after a minimum of 50 pips or we're going after a 1-to-1. Now in this case here, the 1-to-1 is going to be 64 pips. Now actually, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Andrew just asked, how do we know how many pips? Right now, I'm using on our charts right now. This is our scaling tool here. This is going to help measure the pips. It's part of our built into our charting platform. If you look in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, Andrew, the range is the pips. That's about 64 pips right there. So we can do one of 2 things here. We can either go after our minimum of 50 pips, which we believe is at the low end of the average daily trading range, or the 1-to-1 risk. Let's just go ahead, for simplicity's sake, we'll just go after the 64 pips. We'll go after that 64 pips with a 1-to-1 risk. So in this case here, our target's going to be 1.677. Right there. And just to go ahead so I can show Andrew and those of you who wonder how I'm doing that, I'm taking out the measuring tool or scaling tool here, and you can see here, up in the upper left-hand corner, that's the 64 pips here. So we have our entry, our stop loss is set, and our target is set. Now, actually, I just got a couple of you here. I'm not going to call you up by name. A couple of you saying, so what you're saying is you have to get up at 3 a.m. to do this. Well, the question you have to ask yourself is, number 1, would it be worth it to get up at 3 a.m. to set these trades? Now, the other thing is that once your trades are set like this, once they're set in your broker's platform, you're done. You can go back to sleep. You're setting them and letting them go. So you can go back to sleep at that point here. But when you start seeing the results here, you see the results our students, our analysts are getting in this market, you might want to go ahead and stick around for this. So let's go ahead and let's see what happens here. We believe the market, the directional movement's going bullish, and 1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, we do in fact rally up, and we did in fact get those 64 pips. So we just captured 64 pips on that trade in about 3 hours. Now going back to results, with a mini lot account, that would have been about $64 in profit. Now a mini lot, that is about a $200 investment per trade. So to give you an idea here, as far as percentages here, let's see, 64 divided by, we'll say it was about a $200 investment per trade. So you just made about 32% on that investment in about 3 hours. Not too bad. Now if you're trading with a standard lot, that would have been about $640 in profit right there in that 3 hours. So, and once again, you start off trading demo until you get comfortable doing this. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of the type of results potentially you can get in this here. So not too bad, 64 pips off of that first trade. So let's go ahead and clean this up. And I'll show you another quick example, and I'll show you how I can actually trade live with our professional analysts as you're doing this here. Yeah, a couple of you asked some good questions. I'll try to answer them here in just a second. As we're going through the webinar, I might be able to answer them for you here. But once again, I'm kind of giving you the basics here. It's just a basic Cliff Notes version, kind of how this works. Oh, let me delete that. There we go. That's another neat thing about our charting software is we have undo and redo opportunities here. Yeah, there's a lot of neat bells and whistles that are built into the charting platform. You'll get this charting platform as well. You'll get all of this as part of the program here today. And once again, very affordable. It's going to cost you less than $1 a day to actually try this out. And it is a money-back guarantee. So the neat thing about this, my friends, is that you don't have to take my word for this here today. Take it for a trial. Get the charting platform, go through the live lessons, get 30 days of mentorship. If you don't find the value in this, there's a full money-back guarantee. But it's going to be very affordable and a full guarantee on this. So let's go ahead, let's move forward. Here's to the next day here. Here is November 30th, 3 o'clock a.m. Once again, close of that candle. And let's very quickly come in here. Same thing as what we did before. 10 pips above the high. So 10 pips above this high. So that's at 87. We're going to set this at 97. And I'll type that out once again. It's our entry buy. Entry buy is plus 10 pips above the high. And we're going to set an entry sell, another pending order. Once again, both are pending orders. Our pending order is going to be 5 pips below the low, so 58. And that's going to be at 53. So our entry sell is going to be minus 5 pips below the low. And I apologize if I'm going a little bit fast. I'm trying to go pretty slow for this here. I'll try to answer some of your questions as well. But once again, this is just kind of the basics here, my friends. You'll learn how to do to actually get to trade live with our analysts here as well. So if you don't quite understand it, take some notes. You'll be able to ask them here directly. So there's our 2 pending orders. 10 pips above is our entry buy. 5 pips below is the entry sell. So let's see what happens here. So 1 hour later, bam. Our entry sell gets triggered. So in this case here, the entry sell just became a market sell, meaning that we're in the market and we're selling the market. We now have answered that first question. We now have an educated opinion where we believe that that directional movement during this London session is going to be going down, just like that. So we're selling the market. First order of business, come in here, cancel the opposite order. We're not looking to buy, we're looking to sell. Now here's something a little bit different. Our stop loss when selling the market is going to go 5 pips above this high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right about there is our stop loss. I'll type that out as well. Stop loss when selling the market is going to be plus 5 pips above the high. So there's our stop loss right there. So yeah, Wade just asked once again, yeah, why 5 pips above? Once again, perfect question to ask the analysts. They'll gladly go in, they'll answer these questions for you there. So there's our entry. Or actually going back through our steps. Step number 1, we believe the market's going down, so we have an educated opinion the market's going to be going bearish. There's our entry. We have our stop loss set. Now the next thing is to set our target. Now on this trade right here, we are risking 39 pips. So if you remember, our target, which is our limit, our automatic exit from this position, is either 1, a minimum of plus 50 pips, or 2, a 1-to-1 risk ratio. So in this case here, we are risking, what did I say we were risking, 39 pips? Yeah, it's about 39 pips. So we need to set our target at a minimum of 50 pips. So in this case, we'll set it right there, 1.6703. And there we go. So we're going after the minimum of 50 pips because we believe it's going to move at least a minimum here. Now, I believe in the live sessions here, our analysts will actually show you how to go after a 30 to 50 pips. I prefer going after the 50 here. So I'm going to show you, demonstrate the 50 here. So let's go ahead, let's see what ends up happening here. We have our entry, stop loss, target, and our set. So let's see, oh, and bam, 1 hour later, with a win 1 hour later, we've triggered that and we just captured another 50 pips. Not too bad. So the 50 pips, once again with a mini lot, that would have been about a $50 profit. With a standard lot, that would have been another $500 in profit. Not too bad. So off these two trades, going back a week ago, where's that other one at? There we go. So that was actually 50 pips in about 2 hours. Not too bad. So just like that here. So once again, this is the basics, kind of a Cliff Notes version of this. Let's go ahead and let's bring this to the live market. Let me show you here what some of these other trades would have done. In fact, let me delete some of this here. Delete all that. There we go. And here's another one. You see here's the directional movement coming off of this one. I believe there is our 3 o'clock a.m. candle. There would have been 135 pips of directional movement off of that one. Bring this to the next one. And we would have gotten about, let's see here, we got about 162 pips of directional movement off of this one. And I think this brings us to, oh, okay, here's a small one right here. There's our 3A. So this one would have been a loss. This one would have been a loss. Probably, we did get what? Yeah, we would have even gotten, no, actually, we've gotten triggered in. Yeah, this one would have been too close to call. We still might have won this one, though. Yeah, this actually would have probably been, let's see here. This would have been, the high was at 69.60. How high did this one go? Yeah, this one would have been too close to call. So we'll say this one, we'll give this one as a loss. We could have lost probably about 50, maybe 60 pips on that one, even though we probably may have won that one. And then this brings us now to today's trade. We were lost 32 on that one. So yeah, we did have a couple potential losing trades. But if you go back here, looking at some of these other winners here, I think you're losing 1 or 2 trades out of going back here a week or two. Not too bad. So that was on the pound Canadian dollar. Now to bring this back up here, these were the 6 currency pairs once again: the pound US dollar, pound New Zealand, pound Australian dollar, pound Swiss franc, pound Japanese yen, and the pound Canadian dollar here. So once again, what I just showed you, this is a very basic Cliff Notes version of this trading strategy here. In the live sessions, you'll actually get to do this live. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, in fact, let me answer a couple quick questions here. While a couple of you are taking a screenshot of this here, Jan saying, does this work with the New York Open, Jan? This is for the London session. I do believe we have trading strategies for the the New York Open. In fact, that's one of the neat things about getting into the live sessions. You'll actually be trading during the live New York session as well. I'll get to that here in just a second here. So we'll get to learn some trade. In fact, actually what I explained to everybody here is I just showed you the London Daybreak trading strategy as part of the Market Forex Mentorship program. This is just one of the trading strategies you're going to learn. You're going to learn all the different types, several different types of analysis in the live session. I'll get to that here in just a second. In fact, what I'm going to do here is, this is the London Daybreak trading strategy. We'll take you into the live market sessions. We'll kind of fine tune this for you, show you which days to take them, which days to not, but you have a potential of 30 trades each and every week just utilizing this. And we'll show you how the live analysts actually trade live during these live sessions here. But I wanted to show you here some of the results here. During one of our live trading club's results sessions here, we end up capturing 162 pips in one live session. One of our students here, during our session, we get 162 pips on that one. It says here students made anywhere from 120 to 400 pips during that live session. We have this live session here, 90 to 130 pips. Our students averaged 90 to 130 pips during the live trading club session here. Now, I introduced you to Josh Martinez. Some of you earlier in this investor inspiration here today, you might have met Tyson here. Some of you might be saying, hey, Tyson, we want to trade with you. Tyson is another one of these analysts that does take part in the live market sessions here. So that's the neat thing about this here. He'll actually get to trade live with Tyson. Now, those of you that didn't meet Tyson earlier, he has 16 years of experience. He's one of our professional analysts here. Now, I'll show you some of the results he's been able to get here. I pulled this up here. I think that's Joe. He says here that he got 200 pips off the pound yen and 70 pips off the Australian Japanese yen during one of Tyson's sessions here. And Tony here says he closed out with 300 pips off of the pound yen off of that here. So these are some of the results our students are getting here. Here's another one here, up over 124 pips this morning from Tyson's session here. Now, in fact, I was going to wait to show you everybody this, but this is actually Tyson's. You go to myfxbook.com. This is actually Tyson's trading record going back to June. He's up about 76%. He's up about 27, almost 28,000 pips since June. You're going to be trading live with Tyson during this year. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that live mentorship market program into your hands here today. As part of it, for those of you that are asking about the charting platform, normally we don't do this. In fact, if you've been in these investor inspiration webinars before, basically I've been demonstrating you the charting platform. Normally we'll give you 2 weeks to try out the charting platform as a free bonus. Those of you that enroll into this live market Forex mentorship trading club program here today, we're also going to give you 30 days of the 30-day trial of the charting software. So this same charting platform that I'm using here, you're going to get the same charting platform. We're going to teach you and show you how to use it. And plus you'll get the workspaces for the London session and a couple of these others as well. I'll go to that here in just a second here. As part of this ultimate charting software trial, you're also going to get a video from Josh going into more detail about that London Daybreak strategy here. So I kind of gave you the basics of it. The creator of the program, he's going to go and actually show you a little bit more about this. In fact, you'll actually get to trade live, I think, with Josh a couple times, I believe, here. So basically, I'm going to put this in your hands here today. Make it very affordable for everybody to get started. I kind of refer to this as my Forex Quick Starter program. We're going to put the charts in your hands. I taught you a basic trading strategy you can use right now. We're also going to give you some live online sessions. 8 times a month, you'll get to be in a live session with Tyson or Josh or Tian or one of our live analysts trading live in the live market, having them analyze the market right there, right in front of you. You'll show you how to avoid costly mistakes, learn how past history repeats itself, and you'll be discovering the trading strategies that make our analysts successful here. Plus, more importantly, those of you asking some questions, I see some of you here asking some questions, I'll get them here in just a second, but you'll actually get to ask them questions just like you're asking me right now. So you'll get into the live sessions actually in these live sessions with them here. Now I'm going to go into more details about this here. Some of you asking some of these good details, but a lot of you asking, well, how much does it cost? Well, normally the live market Forex Trading Club program, it doesn't include the charting software as that free bonus. Normally our students would have to pay $297 a month to get into this here, but we're not going to do that. We're not even going to do our discounted rate of $147 that we sometimes do as a promotion. In fact, sometimes we even do a promotion of $87 a month. But for those of you that want to get enrolled into this today, and once again, full money back guarantee. It's a 30-day trial. It's only going to cost you $27 here. Oops, hold on one second. I just noticed that we went through a couple iterations. Hold on one second, my friends. Hold on. I need to change something here before I move forward. And there we go. Okay, so yeah, so it's not going to be $297, not $147, not even $87 for the first 30 days. It's only going to cost you $27 for the first 30 days. You're going to get it for a 30-day trial. Plus, on top of it, we're going to give you the charting software for 30 days as well. I'm going to go into all the details that come along with that as well. Now, more importantly is that our goal is that within these 30 days, you'll get to talk and trade live with our live analysts, use our charting platform. Within 30 days, our goal is for you to be up and live trading on your own. If for any reason during those 30 days, if you decide that this isn't for you, if you simply just want to return it, no worries. There's a full money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. If this isn't what you believed it would be, if you don't find the value in this, you simply return it. Now, I'm going to show you here in just in a second here how easy it is to get your money back on this here. Now, as part of this, you'll get those 8 live market sessions with Josh or Tyson or Tian or one of our live analysts. More importantly, though, you're going to get 30 days access to our analysts on demand. I'll get into that here in just a second. You'll get that as well, but you're 30 days of mentorship. You also get some training videos as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out this link here. Those of you that want to go ahead and take advantage of this, this is only for today. I just sent out this link into the chat box. You click on the link, register with the program, and you get everything and more of what I showed you here today for those first 30 days for $27. Full money back guarantee if you decide this isn't for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into some of the details here. I'm going to answer some of your questions, but I want to also go into some of the details about this program and show you exactly what all you're going to get. Not only do you get those live sessions, you're going to get a whole bunch more as part of this. Now, like I said, normally it would be $297 a month, or sometimes we run different discounted specials along the way. It's been a while since I've done this live market Forex Trading Club in the Investor Inspiration, so I'm very excited to do this, but I've never done it including the 30-day trial of the charting software and also offering the 30-day money-back guarantee. So this is awesome for those of you here. So yeah, some of you are saying, hey, can you send out that link again? Let me send that out to everybody here in the room. So I just sent that out once again. Yeah, those of you here, just go ahead and take care of that. So let's go ahead, let's get started here. Let me show you what all you're going to get. So on top of the live market trading mentorship club, I'll go into the details about that as well. Let's go ahead, let me pull this up. Normally the charting software that I showed you here, normally you would have to be a student of Market Traders Institute to get access to it. You have to go through one of our ultimate trading programs, become a student of Market Traders Institute. Normally the charting software itself, we charge $249 a month on a subscription basis here. That's a subscription basis. But however, it's yours today for 30 days to take it for a test drive. It's included with the Market Trading Club as well. So that's our Investor Inspiration special for today. Get into the live Market Trading Club. You're going to learn that London trading session, get to trade live with our analysts. And I'm going to go over some of the more of the details here in just a second. Now, yeah, Steven just says here, what do we pay after the 30 days? Now, what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to focus just on the 30 days. Take this for the 30-day test drive for the $27. Within those first 30 days, if you decide this isn't for you, simply return it. It didn't cost you anything, so you have nothing to lose. Now, if you do decide you find the value in this and you want to continue with the Live Market Trading Club, we're going to lock you in for the $87 a month. It's on a month-to-month basis. There is no long-term subscription here. Now, there are some free bonuses. We're throwing in the charting platform for 30 days as well, and I'll show you some of the free bonuses from Joshua as well. So what I'm going to do here, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out that link. Yeah, a couple of you asking for that link again. If anybody's having trouble with the link, I'm going to go ahead and send that out into the chat box right now. But one is I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the process to get started. Like I said, this is kind of what I refer to as my Forex QuickStart program. We're going to put the charting platform in your hands. We're going to teach you some trading strategies. You actually get to trade live with our live analysts for 30 days and then make that decision if this is for you. So the first step is to click on that link. Get registered into the Live Market Mentorship Trading Club program. When you get registered, you're going to get access to our charting platform. You can view the training lessons for the charting platform and for the London breakout. So you can literally start trading that London breakout tonight, or I'm sorry, tomorrow morning when that actually happens. Now, you can also set up, I'm going to show you here in just a second, how to set up a demo trading account. You can set up one through the charting platform. We'll teach and show you how to do that. But for those of you interested, my broker is FXCM. I'm going to pull them up here in just a second, show you how to set up a demo trading account. I'm not recommending them. I'm not allowed to recommend a broker. I'm happy with them. I use them, but you can also set up a demo account with them. Forex.com, Oanda. Just do a Google search for trading demo account, and you'll probably pull up different ones. It's just simply setting up that demo account to practice doing this before you actually fund your live account. So you can actually start practicing trading today. Now, you're going to get into next Monday is the next live market analysis session. It's going to be on Monday at 9 o'clock a.m. And then you can attend Tuesday's live market trading session. This is going to be with those live professional analysts that I showed you. And once again, our goal is that within 30 days, you're going to be up and be ready to start trading in this market. And if for any reason during those 30 days, if you decide this isn't for you, you have not risked anything. It's going to cost you $27 to take it for a test drive. But within those 30 days, if you simply decide that this isn't for you for any reason. Now, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but even if you do find the value, you simply just want to take it for that 30-day test drive, you can still cancel. You just simply decide you want to cancel, that's fine. It's a money-back guarantee. So you're risking nothing today to be able to take this for the test drive here today. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk through everything you're going to get as part of this. I'm going to pull up the back-end portals here and show you all the different training videos and sessions you're going to get. More importantly, though, you're going to get into those live sessions. You're going to get into actual 8 live sessions with our professional analysts each and every month. So you get trade live during the London session with Josh, with Tian, with Tyson, some of our analysts here. And let's go ahead, let's pull up the back-end portal. Let me actually walk you through this here. Now, the first step, number one, is to click on that link. In fact, let me go ahead and send that out to everybody once again. I'm going to send that link out for those of you. If anybody's having trouble with that, please let me know. I'm going to stick around here for about another minute here. So what I'm going to do, the first step is to register for the trading club. Everything I showed you here today is on this here. Everything you're going to get as part of this here is included on this here. You simply enter your billing information, place your order, our privacy policy, terms and conditions, everything here is all part of this here. Now, what was I going to say? You're going to get access to everything I'm showing you here for those 30 days. And there was something else I was going to say here. So this is the first step. Number one, getting registered for the trading club. When you get access to when you register for this, you'll probably get 2 emails. Actually, as part of the charting platform, you're probably going to get a couple different emails. Number one, you're probably going to get 2 emails letting you know that you are in fact registered for the trading club and you are in fact registered for the 30 days of the charting platform. You'll get that, and then you'll get the probably a subsequent email with your login information for the trading club and for the charting platform. So you'll get access to this back-end portal right here. This is for the live market trading club. It's under my trading products right here. All the information right here. If you have any questions about this, you can either email us or give us a phone call. You'll get access to all this. So each and every week, you're going to have a 1-hour analysis webinar and a 4-hour mentorship webinar, and all the different times. You can register for them right here, and you can see all the different times that are coming up. We also have, each session is going to be recorded and archived. Oops, let me log back in. Each session is going to be archived. So you can literally log in today and actually go through the live session that happened today. The market preview and the market trading videos from this week are already uploaded, but you can literally go back years. You can go back a couple years and look at all the different live sessions that we've been doing here with this live market mentorship. So that's number one. You'll go through the live market mentorship. And for those of you asking about being able to cancel this here, you simply come under here, my account, and cancel my membership. You can do that, or like I just showed you here, simply just give us a phone call. Oops. Let me log back in. Let me go back. And I'll just simply come down here. On that. And if you have any questions or if you want to cancel through our email or through our phone number, all the information is right there. So that's the Live Market Trading Club. You're going to get all that. You'll get access to our analysts on demand. You'll get the details about that. You also get those live instruction videos. I think the email you're going to get is going to go into the details about that. Now, the charting platform is really even more. There's a lot more that goes along with this. You're going to get a series of videos. Joshua Martinez, in these videos, he'll show you how to get onboarded into the charting platform, how to set up your demo account, enter and close out of the market through the charting platform. He'll show you how to get those 3 workspaces. That's all part of this as well. The Fibonacci's, I didn't get a chance to tell you about that. We'll teach you how to use Fibonacci's. You'll also get instructions on navigating through the charting platform, how to use the toolbars, how to create your own custom indicators or use our custom indicators, using that auto Fibonacci tool and some of the tips that go along with that, and linking your charting platform to your broker. We can show you how to do all that as well. And we'll show you how to back up all your work. You can back up those workspaces in your work right to your computer, how to set up systems, setting up an auto trading system. Didn't even get a chance to talk about that. We'll teach you and show you how to do that, downloading everything, and navigating as well. Now, you also get the video, like I said, from Josh on that London Daybreak trading strategy. It's built into our charting platform trial here. You'll get a video from Josh where he goes into more detail explaining that. More importantly, though, you'll actually get into the live sessions. You can ask them, our analysts, live directly on how to do that here. There's even a live webinar each and every Friday for the charting platform. So when you get the charting platform in your hands, if you have any questions as you're going along, I suggest you write them down. This Friday, I think at 10:30, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, you'll get into a live session with either myself or one of our analysts, ask some questions, they'll be able to help answer and help you out with that here. One more thing before we move forward, as far as setting up a demo account, this is fxcm.com's website. To set up a demo practice account, you simply come up here to the top of the page, click on Practice Account, and enter your information. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything to set up your demo account, and you can either trade directly from your demo account, or we can show you how to link your demo account right to the charting platform as well. So what I'm going to do is, before we wrap this up, we'll go ahead. Once again, this is for today only as part of Investor Inspiration. It's for $27 plus the free bonus of the 30 days of the charting platform, and you're going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I have a couple other things I'm going to send out here in just a second, but most importantly, let me walk you through the steps one more time. The most important step is to click on the link. So I'm going to go ahead and send that link out right now. A lot of you here are asking here, saying about this. This is only for today, my friends. I don't want to use the term once in a lifetime, but I've never offered the free charting platform on top of the Market Trading Club. So I suggest at least getting registered for this here today to get locked in with that. So I'm sending that link out one more time. That's the first step. Click on the link. Get registered for the Trading Club. That gets you everything I showed you here today for those 30 days. Start viewing the training video lessons. You actually start doing that right here once you get access to that back-end portal. There's charting and the London Breakout training videos. Set up your demo trading account. You can do that right now as well. Start practice trading once you get access to the charting platform. You can literally start doing the London Daybreak right now, starting tonight, or sorry, tomorrow morning when the London session opens. But more importantly, you get into those live market sessions. You actually get to trade live with our live professional analysts next Monday and Tuesday. So you actually be in the live London trading session next Tuesday at 3 o'clock a.m. Our goal through all this is that within 30 days, you're going to be ready to start doing this. And if for any reason during that time period within those 30 days, you don't find the value in this, you can cancel at any time. So that note, my friends, I think I've gone over my time. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This is our Investor Inspiration Special for today. $27, less than $1 a day to get access to this. But it is a money-back guarantee, so there is absolutely no risk as part of this. And we're also going to give you the 30-day trial of the charting platform. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one last thing out to everybody here today before I close this out. I also provide my own analysis through my social media here. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to send the link out. For those of you that want to follow me on Facebook, I'll go ahead and send you out the link to my Facebook page. I provide daily analysis as much as I can. And if you want to follow me on this, I'll give you the link. You can follow me on Instagram as well. So once again, another free bonus for those of you here today. I'll send that out. There's the link for that. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to stick around here for about another minute or so. If anybody has any questions or anything, just please type them into the chat box. If there are any issues with that link, I'll send that link out one more time for the charting platform. If not, there it is right there on your computer screen right here. So for those of you asking, oh, you saying you've already registered, thank you for that. Yeah, I got Jacob, Oliver, Charles, Henry, Gray. I appreciate that, my friends, for the feedback. There's the link one more time. And on that note, I want to thank Investor Inspiration. Thank you for joining us here today. Hopefully you find the value in this, those of you that are going through this. And hopefully you'll be in one of my sessions as well. And if you are, go ahead and let me know that you attended this. So on that note, my friends, thank you, and I wish you the best in your new trading career.